So the thing about so A, because he was a movie star, so he's gonna think in terms of branding. But B, this is also really good advice. The tagline of Jeet Kune Do is "Be like water," and there's a whole monologue you can look up Bruce Lee doing. It's really cool. And basically what he says is, water can take any form. It is not beholden to what you want it to be. It is what it is. It finds its own level. It operates on pure math, and that all leads down to the best explanation, which is it can flow or it can crash. If you put water into your hand but you squeeze it too tight, it will come out of your hand. But if you get hit by a tidal wave, your house will get fucked up. It has both of those capabilities, and that's what you want to be like in a fight. Not just physically, you want to be ready to adapt to things that are happening to you, but also you want to be in that state of fluidity where you know that, like, okay, I am in a fight, I won't be in a fight later, I gotta get out of this fight. Like, you're operating on two different levels of fluidity, and a whole spectrum of them in between, but just to generalize it. So what I love about that scene is he doesn't, in that whole scene, he does not teach Rocco one actual, like, how to throw a tool technique. He doesn't go, this is a straight lead. He doesn't go, this is a jab. He does not go, this is a pendulum hook kick. Day one, he says, you're too tense, you're too beholden to the idea of what fighting should look like, and that is working against you. That's the preamble to everything that he could show him. And he's like, what do you mean? I gotta be, like, really strong. And he goes, come at me with a knife. And he's like, you're gonna get hurt. He goes, just come at me with a knife. And Rocco goes, flick, and comes at him, and Spike just gets out of the way and just, like, Aikido throws him in the ground. And he's like, how'd you do that? He goes, you're tense, I'm calm, I use that against you. Water knows how to get around solid objects. It is a mathematical certainty. Unless it is air and water tight, water always wins.
Water can take any form. It drifts without effort one moment, then pounds down in a torrent the very next.
Be water, my friend.
And so I think it's so cool. That scene, it is a very interesting physical combination where he's literally throwing him, and you see the danger if he's in with a knife. That is a philosophical scene above all else. It isn't saying, breathe, buddy, because you can't, unless you learn to just chill the fuck out, none of this shit is going to work. And I think that is a really good life skill to learn, in that, like we say in class, the logo of our school is a triangle with a circle that has no circumference, which is a dot, I understand that, but, and it has SMB. And that does not stand for, like, so many boys, as I like to joke with. It stands for so many boys. It's spirit, mind, and body, because spirit is on top. And I'm an atheist, so I interpret that as emotional understanding and emotional intelligence. And I don't think that's literally, supernatural. But I do think that is good advice, because yes, you need to keep your body in shape. You need to make sure that your training is on point, that it is not causing you more harm than good, that you are not tense. You need to have your knowledge intact so that you're not straining to come up with answers, that you're not slacking and being sloppy in what you know you should do. But on top of that, more important than both of them, and neither of those will work if top isn't right, you have to be as close to emotional peace and boundaries as you can. You have to be in harmony with yourself, or the other two will not work as well. And you could have a day where you're training and you're like, why isn't this working? Am I tired? Why are my pendulum hook kicks shitty? Why is my hand not aligned with and you go, oh, I had a terrible day. I'm fried. This isn't gonna work, because I would love to show up to this with pure emotional reserves. I don't have that today. Today's not a day when that's going to happen. And that's also part of the process, is knowing your own limitations, but going with them so that, as we say, no way as way, no limitation as limitation. Being you have the freedom, but also with freedom, there's one of my favorite Bob Dylan lyrics. Yes, I found a way to link Jeet Kune Do to Bob Dylan.
He did it.
I'm happy about it. He did it. It's done. Is to live outside the law, you must be honest. Which, in this context, what I'm trying to say is, to have the freedom to do anything possible, you have to acknowledge that there are limits of what you can actually do. That does not mean you have ultimate power and ultimate skill and ultimate resources. That means you are fully aware of what you can and cannot do, and that you have no biases for or against anything that you could learn and achieve. But, like, we learn how to, bob and weave underhooks. I have tried those in sparring. I'm not fast enough to pull them up, so I can't do those. That's fine. When we do elbow, we do downward elbow. My shoulder, if you can see in the camera right now, will not go above like 10 o'clock. It just, my arm does not move that high. So I can't do those. So in real life, what would I do? I'd do a 12 to 6 elbow, which are illegal in the UFC, but last time I checked, Street doesn't have regulations. So I have to work around my own physiological limitations. But in so doing, I know that I will find an answer to these questions, which is, well, how do I deliver a close range shot that's like really gonna hurt? Okay, well, I can't do this one. Let's figure out something else. And in so being, not having those bias and preconceived notions, I know that I can achieve so much, and that's when I have a clear eye toward my actual stats, if you will.